Our theme this week is recovery. Thanks to John Bradbury for suggesting it. We are all recovering from the isolating effects of the pandemic, and we all need help in making that recovery as beneficial as possible. Professor and author Leonard Sweet found 10 things Jesus did to stay healthy. Marilee and I will not cover all of them, but this morning I suggest that our recovery from the pandemic includes walking. Yes, Jesus walked. You've heard that old story of the father and his teenage son arguing over the use of the car, and the father says to the son, "You can use the car when you get a haircut." And the son retorted, "Well, Jesus had long hair." And the father said, "Yes, and Jesus walked." Yes, Jesus walked. Of course he did. That was the main mode of transportation in that day. But walking not only got Jesus to where he wanted to go, it helped keep him healthy. 1 John 2:6 says, "Whoever says he abides in him ought to walk in the same way in which he walked." Well, it's to be taken figuratively, to walk as Jesus walked, but I think we can also take it literally. Walk as Jesus walked. Walk as Mary Bennett walks. Has she come on yet? Mary Bennett, how dare you miss morning meeting when I'm going to talk about you? Mary Bennett walks. She walks between 8 and 14 miles a day. She averages 10 miles a day up there in Port Townsend, Washington. Well, walking is one of the easiest and the most accessible forms of exercise available on the planet.
I'm here.
It is also one of the most beneficial. I'm going to quote from several studies about the benefits of walking, but let's hear you suggest what they are. Raise your hand and tell me one of the benefits from walking.
Did you guys see anything when you were walking?
I see no hand. No, Kevin.
A great chance to just get outside and cleanse your mind for a few minutes and enjoy some scenery.
Cleanse your mind and embrace the scenery. Okay, another one. Lisa.
Stress reduction.
Pardon?
Stress reduction.
Stress reduction, yes. Reduce anxiety and depression. According to a large Australian study, moderate intensity exercise such as walking improve the quality of life for middle-aged women in Australia. And 1 in United States adults suffer from depression, and women are 70% more likely to be depressed at some point in their lives than men. Didn't know that. And walking reduces anxiety and depression. Okay, Harvard researchers studied 32 obesity promoting genes in over 12,000 people. And they were studying to find out how these genes affected actual weight. The researchers found that the effects of the fat genes were slashed in half when people walked an hour daily. Slashed in half.
Yay.
So you walk to keep that weight off. The next one, you sleep more soundly. Research published in Sleep Medicine noted that insomniacs who began a morning walking program saw improvements in their sleep patterns.
I need phonies. I'm starting to run my nose.
And the last one, strengthen your immune system. Your immune system. According to Harvard Health, a study of over 1,000 men and women found that those who walked at least 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, had 43% fewer sick days than those who exercised only once a week. And if they did get sick, their illness was less severe than before they began their morning stroll. Well, I was writing this talk at 7:08 in the morning when I realized, hey, I need to practice what I preach. So I went for a brisk walk, not sauntering, but brisk walk, and it was 23 minutes, and I returned invigorated for a nap. I mean, invigorated, invigorated for the day. So walking is not only good for the body, but also good for the emotions, the mind and spirit, and it's a good time to pray while you're walking. After being cooped up in our homes or apartments for 14 months, how good it feels to walk outside in fresh air. Now here where we live in our community and we're in Arizona, it's too hot to walk outside. So I walk inside the building and I walk all 3 floors, and it is exactly 20 minutes to do the walk inside. So I'm keeping that regimen. So we've had some of you share your experiences of walking. Let's hear others. Share an unusual walk that you've had, or an inspiring walk, or just something about a walk that you've had. Raise your hand.